a very heavy award that I almost got stopped by the customs with. As well as a grant from the Foundation for Global Sports Development in the amount of $100,000 to pursue your anti-doping efforts.
Oh my dear. Stephen, David, Craig, Ugur, everyone here, thank you so much, and thank you for what have been telling me and informing me about things that I've sometimes, to some extent, forgotten. Some of them are fresh in my mind. You can understand that this is a very emotional moment, of course, for me, but also a way of looking back a little. It's when this message came to me that I would be the recipient of this particular award. It came as an enormous surprise, and I feel deeply honored. It's an unbelievable honor indeed, as you can all understand. Also, it's a very particular for me that it comes from a foundation in the United States. Perhaps it is appropriate to remind you, but for those who have read or will read the book, you will find that there is a chapter there named The Big Battle. That was a battle between me, IAAF on one hand, and the United States on the other. At the time when we discovered that the United States Olympic Committee was sending doped athletes to Sydney Games. I'm sorry, but I'm a friend of truth. So this is the fact. And I think the battle that followed and the incident that occurred made the US speed up the creation of USADA. I know that is the case. And since then, the US has shown the lead in the fight against doping at the national level. And we all have the facts in our hands, like the cleaning up of the underground laboratory in Belko, in the Bay Area laboratory, like cleaning up the Armstrong story, and more to come, I believe. So this is a good example of a major country, the biggest, most important country, I would say, in sport that is taking the lead in anti-doping. Then we are on the right track. So thank you, US, for having done this. And I must say that I take this award to me as a further example of the genuine wish there is and genuine ambition there is in the United States to fight doping to the bitter end. And as I said, we will certainly win it. We'll win it in the sense that we'll get it under control. That's what it all is about. It's like criminality in society. You will have to make sure that you have the right laws in place, you have the right mechanisms in place to keep it under a reasonably good control. That was not the case before WADA was born. And I will not go through here now the history of anti-doping. You can read it for those who wish from 70s and onwards, but I was encouraged to write a book about it before because I was the only one, apparently, who is still around, who was there from the beginning. And I know the story from the start to where we are today. It's interesting to compare, though, if you go 40 years back, when we were a little group who started to do something which the sporting world even did not fully understand. There were practically no rules, no mechanism in place, very little of knowledge. And today, where we have a wide understanding, we have the support of the political and the social establishment, of the health authorities like WHO, a convention under UNESCO, a World Anti-Doping Agency, which is jointly sponsored by, supported by the political establishment and sport, etc., etc. So I can see a dramatic change from where we were some 40 years ago, even where we were some 15 years ago, before WADA was born, and where we are today. It is, as I have said so many times, it's all about the protection of the integrity of sport, of the health of the athlete, protection of the clean athlete, and protection of the publication at large, because we now know, many of you are here are very well aware that the use of substances, including doping substances, are spreading in society outside sport and is becoming a public health issue. And I'm very pleased to know that this is well recognized by WHO, and they are today on board in the fight against the use of doping substances in a broad sense. Coming back to global sports development, dear Stephen and David, thank you so much for this. It's a fantastic honor for me. It serves as a sign that what I have tried to do outside my own profession at leisure time has not been a stupid thing. And that I feel that a reward like this makes very much of life meaningful in a new sense. And I feel deeply honored, deeply grateful. And I will tell you that although I strongly support WADA as its earlier vice president, this award, money-wise, will not go to WADA. It will go to my own anti-doping foundation, which was created when I turned 80, and was when I received a nice gift from Swedish sport, the Swedish government, my own medical school, Karolinska, and which organized a symposium in Stockholm 2 years ago under the umbrella motto, doping as a public health issue, and we will go on in that direction to try to educate people about doping, anti-doping, and everything related to that. And I will make sure that this fantastic award will be used in the best possible way. Thank you so much.